Hello everyone. The first question you'd probably ask me is why I have chosen Ulysses, not any other book, not any other book of C2 or C1 or B2 level, which would be far more enjoyable by my level, and I can answer this question. So, first thing, I wanted to challenge myself with a difficult book, and not only challenge but also enjoyed. So I know that Ulysses is a great book, and I have found that in my mother tongue, so it is not really. So I was really expecting a great book. Now about the challenge. Um, yeah, I just wanted to challenge myself. And the second thing is what I always was a bookworm, and I have been reading since have been reading for all my life, so it is not really a problem to me to read books. And as I remember some parts of this book, I remember the plot, so I can mm, a sort of mm, a sort of be more efficient in reading it because I'm just remembering stuff, not going for definition sometimes. So yes, um, well, it is important to mention what I am B2 by my university score, and I'm not sure if I'm really B2 for I have read Mark Twain, Connected Yankee in Kinartus Court, um, about a year ago, and I listened to that book many times, so I'm not sure I'm really B2, but at least my university grades me with such a mark. So yeah, probably we can get started. So where I think you want to know about Ulysses is I'm just struggling with this SSS, so whatever. The rare thing you want to know is what this is really not as challengeable as you probably have been told. Because, well, the book is really challenging. It becomes really challenging at about uh, 10, 20, I don't know, um, 12 10th chapter, somewhere here. So you can easily read that and you'll have fun. Yeah, it is a very good book to read when you are a bit. I have read the first episode and it is really okay. Um, I was amazed what I can go for definitions, not with every page. It was very funny because I remember reading. I tried to read Charles Dickens' David Copperfield, and there always were some words like coal and rookery and raffle, and I was struggling with them. And you would go for a definition for coal, and you would find um, an amniotic, um, an amniotic, um, an amniotic thing, which includes the fetus, which is probably not some, probably not the word you need, probably not the word you use at all, if you even know what is an amniotic um, thing. Okay, so with this in mind, let's get started um, with the problems I found while reading this book. So yeah, whereas you like you open the book and when you found this sentence, and you would be, oh, okay, and girdle. What is that? And you would find what girdle is a thing what encircles waist. Okay, certain circles waste to make the clothing mm, not to lose. What makes you not to lose your clothing? So, but thing is, if is ungirdled about being without the girdle, or with the girdle being not like locked. So it was very much a problem for me, but I'm not sure. So it is a problem, and sometimes, but it is the least problem you would find in the first episode, where I am recording my reading not before the reading, but after the reading, and it's like an overview how I read this the first episode. I mean, um, well, it is actually because I found it easy why I am recording, because it is great fun and I want to share it with you. So for first thing, so the second thing would be with scrotum tightening, and you would be like very, you would be very confused with it. Like he says, "Oh, the great sweet mother, snowberry sea, scrotum tightening sea," and you'll find, okay, it's probably something with snort, or it is a thing that is coming from your nostrils when you're ill. So but with Scotland Tennessee is really not about that. You can find the definition if you don't know what is scrotum. So yeah, and it is really often when you would find some, I would say, obscene words, and not really obscene, but confusing, and were just randomly appearing in this book. And you're like, oh, okay. So yeah. Um, There is another thing about red versus a ballad, about with lady, not about the about this guy. I don't remember his name. About this guy who is created wine with water and water with wine, which he knows how to. Oh, okay, so we can go for water and some. Yeah. So it is, okay, we have to draw water and we should replay. What I make when the wine becomes water again. So, yeah, you would find with jokes and you would probably be unpleased with them because we're not funny at all. At least we are okay, but when Buck Mulligan is says when we're not rare fruit and really not good. I would say. Sorry, yeah. And let's go for another problem. Probably. Um, okay, there is something about the mother Krogan, with is saying what she is making water, and what is basically meaning. Its basic meaning is what she pees, and there is some other jokes about that. It's somewhere here probably, but I mean, it's really, really. I would say disgusting things, and you don't want to see them. Yeah. So yeah, let's go for another thing. It is well, I personally found what really obscure because the hard mood. Well, you can easily recognize that it is something about the mourners, professional mourners. I mean, we just like some lacrimosa, like because lacrima is something about a tear in some ancient language, but doesn't matter. But I mean, you could easily recognize what Haydn Winch like some hard mood from Lullards, and you would think, okay, this is something about professional mourner, and yeah, it is professional mourner, but I was trying to find a definition of a mute, and I found what it is: the guy who is muted uh, who can't speak well, or who speaks very poorly, I would say. So yeah, it was my personal problem, but it was very funny when you try to find them and mute. Oh, okay, hide mute. Yeah, yeah. I hired some guy who can speak because I can. Well, probably that's how we really approach the world. But mourners are more common, at least in my language. Whereas the word about professional mourner in my language, and there is no word about hide mute if we're not about to mourn. So yeah, or just the connotation of the word I do not really know. Yeah, so let's go for another thing, and it's some archaic words or words you would not seen or you would not see very often in anywhere, I would say. So there is a dialogue about it, and some um, some some people are cut up into tribes in the dissecting room, so you can recognize what tribe is. Well, it's easy to understand what tribes is. Something for gods, or first I thought it was about the stripes. It's like Irish, but it is really about the gods. So yeah, you could easily understand that from the text, but you cannot understand that from the definition, which you would never find. So it is really a problem. Yeah. So the next thing probably is, oh yeah, another thing what you would find is some poxy boxy. Is it where? Yeah. Poxy boxy is word you would find where, but well, it is Irish. It is Irish. You can never find what it is, even if you know what pox is. It is a disease called by pox viruses. So, and I don't know what box is, but they, this is a vernacular, or not. It's not vernacular. It's just the local thing, and this is the local thing, and you would not recognize the words one by one. You would not recognize this word and this word, but you can recognize in the sentence what Poxibos is just some person, what probably is very hurrying up all the time, and probably uh, like you're not angry, but a little bit like busy, or so. It's like yeah, it's like busy to live your life. Yeah, probably like that. So with one thing you would find curious, but you can easily read that. I, as I've already mentioned, it is the great benefit of this book. You can easily read the words you do not understand by the by the pure meaning. So yeah, and debate is also about that. Yeah, and not it is not really about that. So first thing about the debate is I found what is to back, and well, despite a normal definition of it as placing somewhere something in the back, you would find the definition of killing the animal or catching the animal, as I think is probably due to some, I don't know how to say it, but it is a trap for animals, and it is probably like back, so probably. But this one is not is completely not about the back. It is about getting someone, um, getting which means to get someone rid of his clothes. So, yeah, not exactly of all clothes, but about um, the trousers. So, very interesting thing. And another thing is about GPI. Um, so this guy says about um, you have a GPI and you would wonder what is it, but if you read it, you would find what it is. But it is too it is too far from that. So and where is this thing? So you could not really realize what is GPI, and you would wonder what it is. Okay, so this is about problems I found while reading Ulysses. While reading the first episode, of course, because I need to mention what we are. It is, in fact, very easy episode for Ulysses, and probably, and as I already said, from the 10th or so, well, will become very sometimes terrifying for unprepared reader. So I'm going to read to the um, to the I would say to the 10th or to the 11th or to the 12th episode because I do not remember which is where we become to be very uncanny, I would say. Okay, so this is the thing about the problems, yeah. But we don't want to think of problems, so I need to tell you what was in my head during the reading. Um, I did the reading for 2 days. It was quite interesting, quite funny, and mm, why you need to read it. So you might find what the sentences are connected with each other. And so if you read this sentence, you would slightly flow to another sentence, and it is really good because you don't need to understand every word, and you get all the impression of it. Get the impression of Daedalus and his Rosewood Vetesh Mara dying. It is good. It is a very good thing about this text. It is in this text, and it is all inside the episode one. It repeats for 3 times or for 4 times, and this one is about 3 times probably, but it appears 4 or more even. Well, it is good. It is a really good thing, and it is all what the episode. You can easily feel this thing while reading the episode, and you can easily feel another thing while reading the second half of the episode. And it is about um, like it is about the hate to some Englishmen's, I would say. You understand this is not my words, but not really words of Afro, but yeah, it is about that. And James Joyce ends his episode with the word super. It's like uh, it's like the word of tyranny. It's like super. Okay, I probably need to. So, okay, so I can do it this way, and this usurper, which is tyrant. So it is all about the tyranny, also about the about the diminishing of his own land, and he encounters, Daedalus encounters with old woman, and she can speak Irish, and a Foxford or an Oxford man can. So it is really about that, and he's thinking about what to. You can find it. Well, I'm not a good storyteller due to my low speaking practice level and due to my um, probably low English level to that thing, but it is really a good thing, and yeah, it's okay. As I saw, another thing about problems, there is Latin everywhere, but it is okay. You will understand that. So goodbye. We'll see. I will see you in the next episodes, and bye.